Section 1. A Tale of Two Winters. The data does not lie. Winter can feel very different from one year to the next. Some years we barely need our heavy coats, and other years the snow seems to never stop falling. The numbers show this difference clearly. A mild winter can run 2 degrees above normal for months, even 3 degrees above in places, while a cold winter can push those same temperatures far below what we expect. This swing from warm to cold is not just a feeling, it changes everything from our heating bills to our travel plans. A winter just 1 degree Celsius colder than average across Europe can increase demand for natural gas by a staggering amount, more than some smaller countries use in an entire year. This single degree shows how sensitive modern life is to small weather changes. Winter is not just about needing an extra blanket, it has huge economic consequences, whether you live in a bustling city or a quiet village. We are seeing these swings become more common and more extreme across the continent. Let me give you one clear fact: the data does not lie. This winter, several big climate drivers point to a season of surprises. So let's get into what drives the weather, and what it might mean for you. Section 2. The Great Weather Engine. What makes our winters tick? It is not random chance. Think of it like a giant engine with key parts working together. Some parts are high in the atmosphere and some are deep in the ocean. In rhythm, they give us a typical, predictable winter. But if one part shifts, the whole engine changes its tune, bringing long spells of bitter cold or periods of unusual warmth. There are 3 main forces to watch. First, the jet stream, a fast river of air high above us. Second, the temperature of the North Atlantic Ocean, which stores and releases vast heat. Third, the amount of sea ice in the Arctic. Imagine them as a band. The jet stream is the drummer, the ocean is the bass holding the low end, and the Arctic is the lead singer, powerful and obvious. When the drummer keeps a steady beat, weather stays fairly normal. But extra warm ocean water can force a rhythm change, and a changing Arctic is reshaping the song we will hear this winter. Section 3. The jet stream, a river of air dictating our weather. It flows from west to east, separating cold to the north from warmer air to the south. The path it takes is everything. A strong straight jet brings typical mild and wet winters to much of Europe. But when it weakens in waves, weather can change dramatically. Big waves can unleash freezing Arctic air deep into Europe. That is a blocking pattern, stopping the usual mild Atlantic flow. It is how we get the worst cold snaps with heavy snow and deep freezes. A strong, flat jet is a protective fence locking cold at the pole. A weak, wavy jet opens the gate, letting lobes of the polar vortex wander south. When one settles over Europe, record cold and disruption can follow. Many signals favor weaker, wavier flow this winter, with an unusually warm Atlantic and rapid Arctic change both tugging on the jet. Expect periods of mild weather suddenly interrupted by severe cold as the jet buckles. Not the whole season will be cold, but contrast will be sharper and swings faster than a typical winter. That is the jet stream signature, the winter's master shaping mild or wild weeks. Section 4. The North Atlantic's fever, a warm ocean's chilly surprise. Right now, large areas of the North Atlantic are several degrees warmer than average, a marine heat wave. This extra heat does not just warm the air above it, it shifts weather patterns for the whole continent. Warm water pumps energy and moisture into the atmosphere, disrupting the jet stream and making it more likely to become weak and wavy. Specifically, it helps build blocking highs, often near Greenland. Those blocks stop the usual mild Atlantic winds that warm Europe and open a pathway for Arctic or Siberian air to flood south. Ironically, the warm ocean helps open the freezer door from the north and east. This year, ocean signals are particularly strong and well outside normal ranges, according to data from agencies like Copernicus. They set the stage for blocking patterns that favor cold outbreaks. While no forecast guarantees a frigid winter, the deck is stacked in favor of one. The North Atlantic's fever is a powerful sign to be ready for chilly surprises. The story of our winter is also written at the top of the world, in the Arctic. The Arctic has been warming fast, driving a dramatic decline in sea ice. We start autumn 2025 with much less sea ice than in the past. Less ice means less reflection and more heat absorbed by dark ocean water, which releases extra heat into the atmosphere during autumn and early winter. That can weaken the polar vortex and increase the odds of a wavy jet stream. Long-term trends are sharply downward, and this year is no exception. Open water in key Arctic seas helps build high-pressure blocks that disrupt our normal weather flow. Put it together, a very warm North Atlantic, less Arctic ice, and a jet likely disrupted by both. This points to a highly variable season, sharp contrasts rather than steady cold. Think a mild rainy December, followed by a sudden shift to a deeply cold and snowy January under blocking. The key word is volatility. A Scandinavian block can pull Siberian air into Central and Eastern Europe, while a Greenland block can drive northerlies into the British Isles and Western Europe. Then the block collapses, the jet roars back, and a rapid thaw arrives. Seasonal averages may look near normal, but they will hide a wild ride underneath. For the British Isles and Ireland, a Greenland block is the biggest threat. More northerlies, more snow chances. Scandinavia could see picture-perfect but dangerously cold days or milder, snowier spells. The block's position is everything. Central Europe is vulnerable to easterly cold, the classic beast from the east pattern. The Mediterranean may trend wetter and windier when the jet dives south. A sudden heavy snow can bring a city to a standstill. You will see more travel disruption, on runways and on roads. Cold snaps strain energy grids and drain gas storage quickly. Agriculture rides the swings. Frost after mild spells hurts. Steady snow can protect crops. Health impacts rise in severe cold, especially for the elderly and those with heart or lung conditions. Preparation is our best defense. Practical, not panic. Make a simple kit. Extra blankets, non-perishable food, bottled water, torches with spare batteries, a battery-powered radio. Know where your water main shutoff is in case a pipe bursts. Communities, set up warm banks, keep salt and grit ready, and communicate clearly where help is available. Stay informed with your National Weather Service, ECMWF, and Copernicus updates. Check on neighbors, especially those who might need help. By preparing for the worst, we can enjoy the best of whatever winter 2025-26 brings, a roller coaster worth being ready for.